If you're doing 10 different things and nothing's moving, you're not alone. I see this all the time with creators who have a ton of talent, but no direction. And honestly, it's not your fault. In this video, I'm going to help you understand why you're feeling scattered right now and how you can pick the one thing that'll make your life a whole lot easier. And I'm talking about all of it. Your content, your confidence, your offers, everything will be so much easier when you decide and pick one lane. The moment you lock this in, you will stop spinning your wheels and going in circles and finally start building some momentum. Hey, I'm Dee. By the way, if you're new to the channel, what I do is I help women build out simple digital businesses that don't burn them out. So if you ever been in idea overload or starting and stopping all the time, you're in the right place. And if you want more support, you can come hang out with me in my free community. The link will be down in the description below. So let me keep it real with you. Being multi-passionate is not the problem. The problem comes in when you don't have a clear lane to be in. When you got 1,000 ideas but no direction, everything seems a little heavier than what it should be. You end up second guessing yourself all the time and you overthink, and then you burn yourself out before anything even has the chance to work. This is why beginners tend to jump around a lot. They're trying to find that thing that sticks with them, instead of sticking in one lane and allowing that momentum to build with time. Your lane is your entire anchor of your digital ecosystem. Once you actually hone in on that and you choose it, everything else aligns and becomes so much easier. Your content strategy, your digital products, and your community, everything just comes together. Now, I know a lot of creators blame themselves for being all over the place, and you hear a lot of gurus saying everything about being all over the place and doing all the things. But listen, having multiple interests is normal. We're multifaceted. We're human beings. We don't just like one thing. As being a human being, we're messy sometimes. We're creative. I mean, all of these things come into place. But here's the thing. Without structure, all of those passions turn into a lot of noise. Now, what you want to try to avoid is trying to build 5 different things at the same time, right? So that's what we were trying to eliminate. Now, what you want to try to do is find a lane that everything can flow into. It makes everything a lot simpler when you have multi-path, and that one lane becomes your home base for everything else to follow. Now, here's the thing. When you don't know your lane, you tend to bounce around from idea to idea, looking for something that feels right. That's it. That's the only thing. It's a feeling in us that we're looking for that's like, hey, this don't feel right. It's not locked in. It didn't call your name. It didn't stick just yet. But that's where burnout comes from. Now, here goes some things that you can think about to help you simplify picking your lane. What do you naturally talk about? What's something that you're naturally talking about all the time with your people? Now, another one could be, what do people ask you for? It doesn't even have to do with business. It can be whatever. It can be anything. What do they typically ask you about? And the problem you can solve right now. You don't really need a 5-year plan at this point. You just need the one thing that can help somebody right now. Now, let's break this down and make this really, really simple for you. Okay, so just answer these questions. You can write them down or what have you, but this should help you narrow in on your lane. The first question, what's the topic you could talk about with no prep? You don't have to prep this stuff because it's already in you. Like, you can run it off the top. You know it by heart. That's question number 1. Question number 2, what do people already come to you for? Like advice, help, or clarity about something. It could be laundry. Okay. My sister, she has a science when she goes to the laundromat. I mean, she has a way that she can do this and get it done fast. And even though I asked her, because I don't necessarily go to the laundromat, But I asked her, like, you have a system. I took her to the laundromat one day and she had this sucker down. She knew what she was going to do, how she was going to do it. And anybody that asks her, she can run it down exactly because she does it all the time. She has a system in place for her laundry. And people ask her that question. That's a digital product, guys. That's a lane. I mean, it doesn't have to be about business, right? Question number 3. What's a real problem you can help someone solve this week without needing a big course or a giant setup? Like, hey, I can get on a call with a person and I can solve this problem for them in like 10 minutes, right? It's a lot of things I can do that way. I do it in my 7-day build plan. I do it in like 15 minutes, right? So it's something you can help somebody with today just by picking up the phone, right? So think about those 3 questions, okay? Because when those 3 line, boom, that's your easiest lane to jump into. And your lane should feel like breathing. It should be easy. It should feel like breathing to you. It shouldn't be forced at all. Now, when you decide to pick this one lane, everything speeds up for you, okay? When you do that, things go by fast, okay? Content becomes easier because you're not switching identities all the time. You're not doing it every week. And I found that out the hard way. But I'm trying to give you the tea, right? Your offers get clear because you know the exact problem you're able to solve. Say, for example, with my sister about that laundromat. If she just stay in that lane for at least 90 days, I mean, it's going to pick up some speed because she doesn't have to think about it. She doesn't have to reinvent the wheel. She can just say the same things over and over again. And that causes another issue with multi-passionate people. They tend to get bored real fast. So it feels like you're talking about the same thing over and over again and it's old to you. But let me tell you, it's new to the people that's hearing it for the first time. And when you can do this consistently, though, it starts building up your confidence. You start getting very confident. But here go a drawback to that. Sometimes you can get so confident that you think you're ready to move on to the next idea when you haven't given this idea enough water for it to plant the root down so it can grow on its own. So think about it like this. A lot of people are scared to pick that one lane because they're scared it's going to limit them. But it's not limiting you, it's launching you. You need to launch first, right? So it's not limiting your ability. It's launching you out into your own pocket of the net. Once you get launched, then you can expand. It's not limiting you at all. So listen, the biggest mistakes creators make, especially they start trying to think they have to have everything perfect. Now, in my community, they see I never launch anything perfect, okay? I never come out with anything perfect. Okay, time ain't forever and you have to fail. You don't have time to be overthinking about your niche. Just pick the thing that you can talk about all the time. Stop thinking about, oh, is this going to make money and stuff like that, and all of these different scenarios that you don't even know that's weighing yourself down, because there's ways you can validate this up front, like really fast. Okay. And I show my members how to actually do this. Like, it's not hard at all. Okay. You just need a lane that makes sense right now for you, a lane you can show up in consistently. Momentum comes from simplicity, not perfection. Okay. I'm going to repeat that. Momentum comes from simplicity, not perfection. If you want to build momentum, keep it simple. Don't worry about perfection, because that's not what does momentum. So let's break this down. Being multi-talented and multi-passionate is normal, okay? The real issue is not having a clear lane to be in. And your lane is what you naturally talk about, what people ask you for, and the problem you can solve right now. Because if they're asking you, you have the solution. You're giving them the answer. The answer is the solution. So one lane gives you momentum fast. So tap into that and everything else gets way easy. Now, if this hits home with you, you can jump over into my community. It is free. She Builds with AI. I have a gang of freebies over there, but the one thing that'll keep you organized, where you can dump out all your thoughts, is my Builder's Notion dashboard. It is totally free. You can come into the community and get it. It'll keep your thoughts organized, so that way after you launch, when you want to expand, you did not lose all of those ideas that you have in your head. So it helps you organize all of that and finally see which lane makes the most sense for you. Okay. So the link would be down in the description. Don't keep trying to carry 10 ideas at once. Dump out into the board, okay? Let's clean it up and get you moving. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Take a breath, pick your lane, and let's build this thing with ease, right? So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.